BBC Hooniverse.
You're watching the TGM production.
Hello, and welcome to this brand new discussion. Yes, we're now calling them discussions when I'm doing this type of thing because I'm adding discussion videos to my website, tommason.uk. You can find it in the link in the description, along with a link to my brand new web series, my spin-off to Doctor Who Earthbound Time Hoppers, and you can find out the link to Dalecium, who made the theme tune to this channel. Now, today we're talking about who I think should be the future showrunner if all else fails and we need a brand new showrunner. Russell T Davies has not confirmed he's leaving, so this isn't based on any fact. This is my opinion of who I think should take over when Russell T Davies says, I've had enough now, I'm going, because obviously he's currently working or finished working on Tiptoe, which is his next drama. Obviously Channel 4 commissioning standard dramas. I don't know why the BBC didn't commission Tiptoe. Anyway, I think my first and only frontrunner for this will be, she's just had her own BBC documentary, it's Val McDermott. Yes, the crime writer who helped work on the 2 series of Karen Piper, which isn't what the books are called. The books are in the Karen Piper collection, but they're not called Karen Piper, they're called the name of the story. I think that Val McDermott would be a interesting... Ow, sorry, I just had to remove that because it was going to cause more noise than it did. I think that she was very good at writing her crime novels. She's fantastic personality when she's on telly, so on a showrunner scale where you need to do promotion, she'll be amazing at it, and she'll be good at writing some episodes, because obviously she doesn't need to write them all, but writing some episodes would be incredible, and she'll know all the crime writers, because obviously I don't think the crime writing scene in Scotland's that big, so she'll probably know a few other crime novelists up in Scotland, so we can get a more of a Scottish angle, because she's Scottish. I think that might give us a fresh new way of looking at it, because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we've had a Scottish showrunner, because I know this for a fact. John Nathan Turner wasn't Scottish either, but in the New Who realm, we've not had a governing body of Doctor Who that has been Scottish. So I think that would be interesting, because she'll be able to use some of her experiences to make some episodes. So if you have to make a Doctor Light episode because you've not got the Doctor that week, the actor playing the Doctor that week, or you want to make a backdoor pilot for a spin-off, then she could write this sort of integral one-off, or I'm not too sure really, because I don't know if she's ever considered writing for science fiction, so I'm not too sure how well she'll go with it, but I think she might make more down to earth, less aliens, like in a sense of a rhino, like a Jadoon, but she might make some more down to earth villains, like a Master, like the Dream Lord, or I don't think of other villains now that are more earthly, the 11, or the Guard. No, that's my character, the Guardian. Anyway, but the point is that you've got this sort of sense of you can have more human-like characters as villains, but are actually still aliens. So I think she could do a whole series of that, because that might be really fascinating. Or if she don't want to showrun Doctor Who, showrun another unit spin-off if The War Between the Land and Sea is only a 5-part limited series, only if that's the case. So there's many options if she can't be the main showrunner of Doctor Who. there is a lot of options, and I think that it's overall a good thing that she has all these options and we have all these options, because when you're looking for a showrunner, you want someone that's incredible at writing. Rusty Davis, incredible at writing his own things, but is also a fan of Doctor Who, so that it plays into two. I'm not too sure if Val McDermott's a fan of Doctor Who, because she's never seemed to mention it, due to the fact that she's probably never been asked in the programmes I was watching she's been in. So hopefully someone will ask and say, if you were taken up, would you want to take over Doctor Who if you were ever asked? Is the question you want to know. But overall, I think that Val McDermott would be an excellent choice. Now, before we close off this discussion, I'm going to give a second answer as a sort of what if. But I think that if Val McDermott says no, I think, and if Mark Gatiss is available, I know he's written for Doctor Who before, but get him as a showrunner at least for a series, because he's an incredible busy person. If we get him to co-showrun, if we get someone else in, so that when he's done his series, he can leave, and we've still got a showrunner that we all trust, who helped worked on the previous series. So a co-showrunner gig might work if Reece Shearsmith or Steve Pemberton are available. One of them could do it. Or, I'm trying to think now of other people I think would work. Well, I'm not too sure, but you can have Michaela Cole. I think she's got from I May Destroy You and Chewing Gum. She may be good at showrunner, and Juno Dawson is up there as a replacement if Val McDermott can't do it and Mark Gatiss is only available for a series. I think so. So my in the long list of people, I say Val McDermott, Mark Gatiss, Michaela Cole, if that is the person I'm thinking of that wrote I May Destroy You and Chewing Gum, and Juno Dawson. That's 4. And my final choice, because I'm gonna do 5. My final choice is the incredible Beth Axford, because she did brilliantly writing all these Doctor Who novels at the moment, quiz books, and all sorts. So I think she would be a cracking choice, because, hey, that's a fan that has her own fan podcast. So we know she's definitely a fan. She's written for Doctor Who magazine and other Doctor Who publications and Doctor Who things. So that works. And I just think she'd be a cracking showrunner, because she's met some people that I really want to meet, such as I can name one for you right now. It's Caroline Ford, aka Susan. And I really want to write for Doctor Who magazine. If anyone could help me, that'd be greatly appreciated. But overall, I think that would be a really interesting choice, because it's someone that hasn't had, from my knowledge anyway, a big TV writing job. So I think having someone that's new, to a sense of, they've wrote for Doctor Who before, Doctor Who magazine, Doctor Who quiz book, and Doctor Who audios and whatnot. So she's well known, she's got her own page on TARDIS Wiki, so why not? And then given the showrunner job, that would be fresh, different, and a gamble. But a very interesting gamble. Or if you're the BBC going, right, we're thinking of getting Beth Axford involved here as our next showrunner. But first, because we have a very strong connection with Big Finish, we'll get her to write 3 stories in a box set. Yep. In a sort of style of what she would want her series to be, and we'll see from there. And I think that would be excellent. So, that is my 5 choices, and that is who I think should be the next Doctor Who showrunner. I'm off to go and create the thumbnail and edit this video. Bye bye. That's been a discussion, and it's been added to my website. Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.